A closer look at controversial academic movement. The critical race theory movement in the headlines as Florida becomes the latest state to ban schools from teaching about systemic racism. ABC's Zachary Quiche is here with more. Good morning to you, Zachary.
Eva, good morning to you as well. You know, it's really a way of looking at the world. It's a lens that acknowledges the role that racism plays. But critics will argue because it's both complex and because it's been politicized, instead of being used as a way of re-examining or reframing the past, it's being used as a tool to accentuate a cultural divide. This morning, critical race theory, a term originally used to broaden how we think about the past, is being used by some to define the racial divide in our schools.
Critical race theory comes out of the legal field. It's been conceptualized over 40 years ago by scholars such as Kimberly Crenshaw, speaking specifically about how systemic racism works in the legal field.
These legal scholars argued individual intentions can't be proven, but as a framework, racism is baked into our social systems and psychology. That's the start of the conversation, they said. Last year, the New York Times 1619 Project placed the struggle of Black Americans at the center of our country's narrative. While the work gave a nod to those largely left out of the history books, it quickly became politicized. Critical race theory was the umbrella term.
This is a deliberate plan to politicize and whitewash history.
Thank you, Mr. Fraser.
Stop it!
It is sad that we are even contemplating something like critical race theory, where children will be separated by their skin color and deemed permanently oppressors or oppressed in 2021.
On Thursday, the Florida Board of Education banned critical race theory in its schools.
I think it'll cause people to think of themselves more as a member of a particular race or based on skin color, rather than based on the content of their character.
There's no national mandate saying this curriculum needs to be taught in public schools. But at least 5 Republican-led states have now officially banned the theory from public education. Last month, state AGs from 20 states told the Education Department they oppose the teaching.
What teachers have been doing is simply doing what they always do. They create magic in our classrooms. They give our students the opportunity to understand the full breadth and depth of the American society. And that is about the inception of this country. That's about our Constitution. That's about slavery. That's about Jim Crow laws. It's about the beautiful inventions that we've had. And it spans across the diaspora. And it spans across any demographic kind of divide that we may have.
People on both sides are fired up.
It absolutely needs to be taught, okay? CRT needs to be taught to avoid biases, you know, to not repeat history.
There are racists. There always has been. They should be condemned. But I don't believe that America is a racist country.
Now, some say that education has been impacted by the moment.
We're unfortunately seeing resistance to even broach the concept of what that means in our understanding of our history and our present.
Not a new concept, some 4 decades in the making. Now, some educators argue that the controversy is manufactured and not reflective of any wholesale changes across education.
All right, Zachary Quiche for us. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.